What if universes don't just exist? What if they reproduce? Not metaphorically, not poetically, literally, according to certain speculative models in theoretical cosmology. In the first episode, we asked whether reality is a simulation. In the second, we asked whether reality can even be computed. Tonight, we go further, not into code, not into algorithms, but into something far older. If that's true, then we are not inside a program. We may be inside a lineage. We've spent 2 episodes questioning computation, but perhaps that was already a projection. We built computers, so we imagined the universe as one. We discovered limits to computation, so we searched for walls in physics. But what if the deeper mistake was assuming the universe is something that runs? What if it is something that propagates? Programs execute, processes continue, and continuation does not require a processor. It requires replication. Physicist Lee Smolin proposed a radical hypothesis known as cosmological natural selection. In this model, black holes may give rise to new universes through mechanisms that could occur in a theory of quantum gravity. Each new universe could, in principle, inherit slightly altered physical constants. According to the hypothesis, universes that produce more black holes would produce more offspring. Over time, parameters could drift toward values that maximize black hole production. It's important to be precise here. There is currently no observational evidence confirming that black holes create new universes. There is no confirmed mechanism for how constants would vary or be transmitted. Cosmological natural selection remains speculative. That would mean something unsettling. Our universe might not be special, just successful. But it is a mathematically structured proposal within theoretical physics, and philosophically, it is explosive. Because it suggests something biologically familiar. Universes might undergo a form of selection. Modern inflationary cosmology, strongly supported by observations of the cosmic microwave background, suggests that the early universe underwent rapid exponential expansion. Some models of inflation, particularly eternal inflation, imply that space-time may continuously generate new expanding regions. These pocket universes would form in different regions of an inflating background. Eternal inflation itself has not been directly observed. It is consistent with certain theoretical models, but it remains unconfirmed. However, within those models, space-time behaves in a self-reproducing manner, not as software, but as a physical process. If that framework holds, our universe may not be fundamental. It may be one branch in a larger cosmological structure. Life has 3 defining features. It processes information, it self-organizes, it reproduces. Now consider the cosmos. It processes information through physical law. It self-organizes through gravity, thermodynamics, and chemical complexity. And in some speculative frameworks, it may reproduce through black hole-mediated branching or inflationary domain generation. So ask yourself, at what point does a process become life? This does not mean the universe is alive in a biological sense. It does not imply consciousness. It does not imply intention. But the structural analogy is difficult to ignore. Because life does not need to understand itself to continue. It only needs to persist. If universes reproduce, then we are not observers placed inside a static structure. We are consequences of parameter selection. Selection, in physics as in biology, does not require intention. It requires variation and differential persistence. And if our universe exists because its physical constants permit long-lived stars and complex structure, then our existence may be a statistical outcome of stability. Not design, not destiny, stability. We are not designed. We are selected. Because here is the cold realization. If reality propagates through selection, then extinction is not failure. It is turnover. Replication implies boundary. Boundary implies environment. Environment implies hierarchy. If universes reproduce within speculative cosmological models, then they must exist within a larger metastructure. That metastructure is not empirically accessible to us. It is inferred from theoretical extrapolation. But if such hierarchy exists, then our universe is not the base layer. It is nested, embedded, contained, which means physics, as we observe it, may describe local rules within a larger framework. That is not established fact. It is a logical consequence of certain multiverse hypotheses. In Episode 1, we questioned whether reality is a program. In Episode 2, we questioned whether reality is computable. Now we question whether reality is evolutionary. Program to structure, structure to limits, limits to process. And processes do not require execution. They require continuation. If universes propagate through variation and selection, then we are not rendered entities. We may be filtered outcomes, not designed experiences, adaptive results of cosmological constraints. And that reframes everything. Not because simulation theory was wrong, but because it may have been incomplete. Because whether this reality is simulated, computed, or evolved, this is still the only reality you will ever directly experience. But here is the question that remains. If universes reproduce, what selects them? What larger framework determines which sets of constants stabilize and which collapse too quickly to generate structure? Is there another level beyond ours? Another environment? Another constraint? And if so, does that hierarchy terminate somewhere? Or does it extend indefinitely? We do not know. Cosmological natural selection remains speculative. Eternal inflation remains unconfirmed. The reproductive universe is a theoretical possibility, but it is a serious one. And serious possibilities deserve serious thought. So maybe reality is not code. Maybe it is not computation. Maybe it is not even static structure. Maybe it is process. And if that is true, the deepest question is no longer, are we in a simulation? It is, what process are we inside? And more importantly, what selected it? Reality might not be what it seems. I'll see you in the next exploration.